be run through number one. Question one. Actually, I lied. It's run through number one opening, right? So, hey, welcome. This is Tuesdays with Trish 2022. It's September. We are barreling towards the November election. And I'd like to please welcome Trish Bode, our candidate for Place 1, Leander Independent School District. And Trish, right away, I'm going to jump in and ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
Well, no doubt. The last few years have been challenging. And some of those meetings have gone to 1 and 2 a.m. So I have gotten faced with that question a lot of why would you do that again? But I can tell you, I have seen the fruits of the school board's labor. The answers aren't always perfect. We haven't always got it right out of the gate the way we want. But as long as we continue with continuous improvement and failing forward, improving our system and improving the structure going forward, we are seeing so much good come out of the process. We now have a vision and a mission statement for the district. We also have a strategic plan, which tells us in 5 years where are we going. And now we have a community-based accountability system, which is more than the STAR scores or an A through F accountability.
Okay, so I can't edit out the Windows sound that just came through.
Okay.
Did you not turn them all off?
I haven't touched anything since we started.
Oh, because you just got an email notification. You didn't hear it?
No.
Yes, ding, 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 just came through super loud.
No, I didn't hear it. I was in my own world answering a question. Let me go to notifications again.
I know. I automatically have all of my notifications turned off because I do this so much. So
notifications, it says they're off. Get notifications from app and other senders. It's off.
Okay. When you go to, let me tell you where to go here real quick. So if you go to the same place and go to, see if it's in Windows Sounds. There we go. Notifications from apps and other senders. You have that turned off, right?
Where does it say notification from apps? Oh, and yeah, it says off. Yeah.
Okay. Also, do you see right below there where in notifications, focus assist? Control, yeah. Open that up and make sure that is checked off.
Yeah.
And then see under automatic rules, is anything turned on?
When I'm duplicating my display, when I'm playing a game, when I'm using an app in full screen mode.
But everything else is off. And you have off above it under focus assist where it says get all notifications. That's turned. Okay. All right. Well, it's fine. Then back to the beginning.
All right. Try it again.
Okay. So, and I got the first question wrong, but I think our opening is fine. So we'll go right to that one. And the first will be question one, the right around. So question 1, 3, 2, 1. Trish, why did you run for school board in 2015?
Well, I was watching what happened at the Texas legislature with our school finance cuts 2011. And I was watching how that was implemented and being rolled out in the district. And I thought there is a disconnect between what our Texas legislature thinks is supposed to be happening and what is going on in our school district. I was talking to parents. I was engaged with my PTA legislative action chair. And my daughter was in elementary. My son was up and coming, getting ready to join. And I wanted to make a difference. I had some friends say, you should consider running for the school board. And so I did. I really fell in love with public policy and public service in my college years. And in Leander ISD, you don't have to wait until your college years to find out about what you're passionate about. Leander ISD is doing it now. So I love being a part of this district, and anything I can do to help them achieve the success that they deserve and our students deserve, I'm there.
That's an understandable reason to start, but I'm sure you know it's 2022, and we've had quite a bit of change both across our society, across our world since then, and now you're running for re-election. So the same question with more surprise, why are you running now?
Well, there is no doubt that the last 2 years have been challenging. We've had meetings last till 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. There's been some hard work, but I feel as a board and as our district, embracing continuous improvement and failing forward, meaning that we are going to continue working and working until we get it right for our kiddos in that classroom is vital. And we've done some things as a board. We've got our mission, our vision statements, we've got our core beliefs as a board, but we also have a strategic plan. What are the goals that we want to achieve in the next 5 years? And we've got a community-based accountability system, which means we have asked the community, what are the things you want to see in our Leander ISD graduates and your student? What are the things you want to see them excel at? And in our community-based accountability, we've already got a system set up and we're started. And we're doing that, and I want to continue that work.
So in between 2015 and 2022, you've obviously served that 7 years. What role on the board are you at now? And can you tell us a little bit about how you got there?
No, that's not section number 3, and I don't know what you're asking.
No, that's not. That's new. So what I just want you to tell me that you started as a normal board member and you were voted into the presidency in 2000. Super short answer. I joined the board. The board was great. In 2019, my colleagues decided to make me the president, which I have been since so-and-so. Emphasis on, they've done that for you twice, right?
Okay. Several times. I don't count, but since 2019.
Well, how many times have you had to go through the let's nominate the president?
3 or 4. I don't remember if our COVID year, did we skip it or not? So.
Okay. Well, then generic is fine. So, Trish, you've been serving on LISD's school board since 2015. What roles have you played, and what role do you play now in terms of your? Let me start over. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So, Trish, you've been on the LISD school board since 2015. What role did you start in, and what role do you play now?
So when I was elected on the board in 2015, I was a trustee. And to tell you a bit about my journey, I have been in the position on the school board as a secretary of our school board, vice president, and I currently serve as the president of the school board. I've been the president since 2019. I am very honored to have that position because I was elected to that position by my colleagues on the board.
Thank you for that. Interesting question. I'm a voter, you're a voter. As we look towards this election, which starts in early voting on October the 24th, is that correct? Okay, it's October 20th. By the way, we'll come back. When you do early voting on October 24th, does that mean that there's a single set early voting date, or you can early vote from the 24th until the actual election date?
There's a set between the 24th and I think it's November 4th. The dates are on my website.
Oh, so it is you have X amount, then it stops, and then you do, okay. And it is, okay, so starting over. Let me read this thing here. Garbage man. Ready? Okay, third question. Trish, I'm a voter in this upcoming election. You're a voter in this upcoming election. Early voting starts October 24th, and of course, we have the general election on November the 8th. Here's my question. What are the challenges facing the voter as they try to select the best candidates for our school board?
Well, there are going to be some hurdles for voters right now. One is going to be the massive amount of information that is out there, and that we have 5 seats up for trustees when you go select. As a voter, when you walk.
Stop. Open your answer. Open your answer. I'm not going to ask you a question again because that was fine. Open your answer with what you said about teaching how LISD teaches kids.
That's what you want as a start? Okay.
Absolutely. Because you want to keep it short, right? And so I just love the idea of what you said. So start with that and then go into the next part. So, okay, this is Trish's answer to question 3, and go.
So in Leander ISD, our district tells kids when they're doing critical thinking to make sure they do their research. It is about educating yourself on the candidates and their positions. And there's a lot of information out there. I would not encourage our voters to go to Joe's Fast Facts, but to go look at your Leander ISD, to go look at your state, to realize that if somebody's just giving you one bullet point and they're summing up school finance with one bullet point, then they're not summing up school finance. Their school finance, the school system, public education is complex.
Thank you. That is helpful. You have your own website, trishforlisd.com. You would also recommend the Leander Independent School District website itself. And I believe there is an elections tab on there, as well as tabs for finance, et cetera, to really help our voters find the factual information they need. Anything you'd like to add in terms of where to go or how to educate yourself on what's happening within our district?
No, as voters, if you hear of something that you think is a myth, maybe something that isn't completely addressing a situation, sometimes information can be taken out of context. That does often happen, especially when you're talking about school finance and you're like, what is the complete story? Feel free to send me that. We'll put it up on our myth and facts. We do have a link on our website, and we're doing links to resources so you can go look up the information.
Wonderful. Trish, thank you very much for helping us get this first Tuesdays with Trish off the ground. For everyone watching the video, again, I would encourage you to visit trishforlisd.com, learn more, and perhaps help the campaign with something as simple as a yard sign, something as complex as a donation. Thank you for your time, Trish, and we'll see you in a week on Tuesday.
Awesome. Thank you.
And that would end. Okay. So all of those were really good.
Okay.
Really, really good. You've been cheating. You've obviously been working on your answers because those were much more, they were very smooth.
Okay.
Not a lot of hemming and hawing going on any of them. So well done.
Okay.
Anything you want to go back and do you want to do the whole thing again?
A whole nother run through, then you have copy, whatever you want.
You got it. Okay. So I'm going to skip the opening and the closing because those are unimportant in the grand scheme of things. So starting with our 2015 question, right? Then to the why are you running now? And then to the, again, after the running now, I'm going to ask you about how you started, where you are, and then you got it. So Trish, why in the world did you run for the school board in 2015?
Oh, wow. I had friends and family encouraging me. I was involved in my PTA, Legislative Action Chair, and in my job, I watch a lot of legislation discussions. I'm actively involved in curating information research, and I thought, wow, if I could use that information to help my school district, I want to be a part of that. The cuts in 2011 for public school funding were devastating for our public education. So public education's been working hard, and as a school board, we've been working hard and making sure that our kiddos have what they need. And I've enjoyed being a part of our school board in our district.
That was 2015, Trish. This is 2022. The world's gone through quite a lot over that 7 years. So why are you running again?
Yeah, it's a great question. A lot might be a bit of an understatement. We've had some really long meetings to 1 and 2 a.m. We've had some challenging discussions, but they are still, I don't know, I lost my train of thought. I went on something else. Let me try it again.
Yeah, and by the way, I like the thoughtful, pregnant pauses you did, even though it was by accident.
Yeah.
Because of the seriousness of this question, you were actually imparting a sense of real depth of thought on there.
I'll keep it. I just won't go so far off into the deep end.
Well, so yeah, you were thinking ahead of your answer. That's why we're doing this again. So question take 2. So Trish, that was 2015 and this is 2022. 7 years, a lot has happened in the world. So why are you running again?
Yeah. I would say a lot could actually be an understatement for the last 2 years. There have been several things the board's been faced with, and we've had meetings from 1, 2 a.m. There's been a lot the board has worked on and the district has worked on. I think the best way to say why I'm running again is because although it's been really hard and challenging, there's also a lot of rewards when you see where our kiddos are. Our district has been able to move forward because of our community, because of our teachers, because of our students. We are so far ahead of the mark compared to what people were predicting our students would be doing right now in the district. We still have more to do. We need to address mental health. We need to address learning. But our kids are in position to change their part of the world. And I'm excited to be a part of that if the voters want me back for another 4 years.
Do me a favor and repeat, I'm excited to be part of that, and leave off the negative.
Okay. And there's a lot the district's done. We've done strategic planning, community-based accountability. We're asking the community, how can we keep doing better? In this spirit of continuous improvement, failing forward, I'm excited to continue this work.
That's better. And there was, you were a little long, but I'm gonna edit that pause in because you have such a terrible poker face. There was a lot of actual emotion there.
Yeah.
When you were saying, you literally like, it's been hard, but yeah, it's really been worth it, is effectively what you were saying. So
Yeah.
we'll keep that in. So number 3 coming is the whole your growth on the board. So in 3, 2, 1. So Trish, you started on the board in 2015 doing one thing, and you're 2022 another. Can you tell me a little bit about your journey on the board?
Sure. So when I joined in 2015, I was a trustee, member of the school board. And then I was secretary of the school board, vice president of the school board. And since 2019, I've been president of our school board. The title I am very honored to have because my colleagues on the school board elected me to that position.
Thank you. Okay, last thing. This is our challenges facing the voter one. That was a great answer, by the way, on the last one. And 3 and 2 and 1. Trish, in this election upcoming, where we start early voting October 24th, and the general election is November 8th, I'm a voter. You're a voter. So here's my question for you. What are some of the challenges facing the voter as they try to determine the best choices for our school board in terms of elected candidates?
Well, I think the best way to approach this is how our district works with our students as far as critical thinking. When you're approached with a complex subject, you need to research it for yourself. And I would say Joe's Fast Facts would not be the best place to go. I would suggest looking at resources out there that are available to our voters. The Leander website has great information. It's financial transparency, our accountability, as does the state TEA webpage.
Excellent. Okay. There you go. And because you gave early in that first answer, you gave me the whole bullet point thing. I'll take that and use that. So
that
yeah, okay. That was excellent.
Okay. Have everything you need?
I have everything I need. Let me end the stream. It won't kick you off.